welcome back to the channel. My name is Gamikiaru, aka Tenko, and I wanted to redesign a couple of Hazbin Hotel characters and create a whole new AU before Season 2 drops. I've been really interested in the show and I really love it. It's currently one of my hyperfixations right now, so I wanted to try my hand at designing some of these characters how I personally would design them. I am in no way, shape, or form saying that my designs are better than Vivziepop's, nor am I saying that I am better than Vivziepop. These are just for fun. You can enjoy the show and you can also redesign characters that may fit how you may want them to. And it's not a problem. So without further ado, let's get into the video. When it came to Vox, I generally just wanted him to look more like a businessman and add more of that shark motif that he has. I thought that since he was so technologically advanced that his face wouldn't be a TV anymore, so I made it more humanoid and also made it still like a screen, but humanoid. I gave him shark tail and fins, as well as the shark fin on the back, and I relatively kept his color palette the same, but other than that, he pretty much changed a little bit in my design. For Valentino, I wanted the relationship between him and Angel Dust to be more clear in his design, so I gave him Angel Dust-like hair to show that Angel got it from him, but I kept everything else mostly the same. I gave him some golden rings around his neck to show that he's fancy, and that's about it. Velvet is supposed to be a doll, so I tried referencing Bratz dolls and stuff like that. She is supposed to have cracks on her face to show that she isn't invincible despite being an overlord, because in the show so far we haven't really seen how much she can do other than that she is the media lord and is always on her phone. Hopefully in Season 2 we'll get to see some more of her power, but other than that, that's all I really got for her. Serpentius is actually my favorite character when I first started the show. He's just so silly and lovable, and the fact that he is voiced by Alex Brightman just makes it even better to me. I gave him a little bit more of an older look considering the time period he's from. I was originally going to include the Egg Boys, but I felt like I couldn't draw them well, so they're left out. I kept this color palette mostly the same, just with a few tweaks, and I changed the eyes to be more like patterns on himself and gave him like little splatters because he's a mechanic or a scientist or whatever he's supposed to be. But yeah. Oh, Alistair. He was probably the hardest one for me to draw. I gave him a stitched up eye that would open whenever he turned into his full demon mode, and I made it so that his spine was showing to show just how skinny he was. I tried also incorporating more of his deer features and more of his heritage. I changed his microphone to look a little bit more like an old radio, and I referenced a lot of other redesigns of Alistair, but otherwise I think he looks pretty good. Let me know what I could have changed or if he looks perfect to you guys. In the original Bible, Lilith could not have children, so I thought that them having Charlie made little to no sense, so instead she's more of a puppet here. She's still their daughter and the princess of hell, but she is technically not an actual person. She is made up of wood from an apple tree, and she doesn't really understand human emotions that much. I thought it made more sense considering that she doesn't really know the residents of the hotel's feelings that well, and she's a bit naive. So having her be a doll makes it a lot more sense, to me, at least. I'm gonna be so honest, I just wanted Hus to look like a dad. So I gave him more of like a chubby dad bod, and I was originally gonna give him one of those like Hawaiian t-shirts that dads be wearing when they go on vacation, but I decided against it because I couldn't really find any good ones that matched him. He's still a grumpy kitty cat, but now he looks his age because apparently he's supposed to be like in his 60s, so yeah. I also yoinked one of his eyes because I thought it would be a little bit more fitting if he lost an eye during like a bar fight or something. In a lot of redesigns that I saw, people made him look more like a gangster, like an Italian mobster, than a porn star, which he was before he became contracted to Valentino. So I thought by giving him a collar with a V on it, it would show that he is contracted to Valentino and he is Valentino's property. But I thought it would make a lot more sense if he out in the public acted like he loved Valentino. Like he would be all up on Valentino in public, but in private he does not like him at all. For good reason. For Nifty, I wanted her to look like her age because she died in the 50s, around the age of 20 to 30 years old due to a lobotomy. So I still wanted her to look crazy and stuff, but I also wanted to lean more into the bug motif. So I added ladybug splatters to her little dress and also made her look a little bit older. Before I get any of the "that he is an angel" comments, I know, I watched the show, but I wanted her to look more like a mouth sinner because I feel like when she fell in my version, she would try to look less like an angel, so she would probably dye her hair black and most likely go to stores to try to find clothes that looked a little less angel-like. I think that she would have stayed at the Hazbin Hotel before Charlie even got there as like a safe haven because she saw this place no one was going to, didn't know why, didn't even know there was a Princess of Hell, she just stayed there. And then when Charlie actually came, they became friends until eventually become girlfriends. But also, it doesn't really work for what my AU would be. So instead, I tried making him look kind of more like he is the King of Hell. So I decided to make his face casted in shadow, and he wouldn't really have like the face throughout this whole thing until really like only Charlie knows what he looks like, and his wife Lilith. But I actually made him tall, which you guys told me is that's a bad decision. I just thought that my version of him didn't fit being short. So, yeah. I changed his clothes a lot, and I added more of the apple motif. I started kind of just his skin and his hat. And, yeah, that's about it. I also made a Tumblr for this AU that I will link in the description below. It has way more information about every single character so far that I have drawn. So if you're interested, then feel free to follow me on Tumblr. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please check out any of my other videos. Subscribe if you're interested in more redesigns like this. I was thinking of doing something like Steven Universe maybe next, or more Hazbin Hotel depending. But thank you so much for watching, and please drink water.